Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Today we ended up seeing some surprise patch notes drop within Warzone and Modern Warfare 3, including some new weapon changes that actually impact some of the top meta weapons, handful of other gameplay updates, and we even got a new Black Ops 6 reveal as well. So diving right in, we've got all of our Tuesday, August 6th patch notes between multiplayer and Warzone. As we do go through everything here today, if you enjoy the video, a like rating is always really appreciated, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button every single day. I got you covered with news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns. It's all right here, so would love to have you join us on the road to 1 million subscribers. But initially here with global updates with this hotfix update, keep in mind this will just be like an update requires restart one. They fixed an issue preventing the Lockman 762 and TAC-V battle rifles from equipping the bioluminescent camo, so if you had gone through and unlocked that, you just wouldn't be able to put it on those guns, but you can now. They also changed the default finishing move for the Rhea Ripley operator to Riptide, so that'll happen just naturally. Now you don't have to go through and manually equip that. Now for some of the multiplayer specific updates here for UI and UX within bug fixes, they fixed an issue preventing the Jack burnout kit from being equipped on the Holger 26 LMG, so you just weren't able to use this aftermarket part on any of your custom loadouts. It was going through and kicking you back to the main menu every single time, so definitely a bummer if you were trying to use that because it was just straight up unusable. That was also happening in Warzone as well, for what it's worth, but that's now been fixed. That's nice to see. With Get High, they fixed an issue preventing the mosquito drone from targeting players if you're playing on that 6v6 map. Keep in mind that's not for the parkour map, that's it for the actual 6v6 multiplayer map. In COD Warrior, they fixed an issue causing players to die immediately in the revive minigame. Revive will no longer occur if a team of less than 2 players exists. Players downed during the revive minigame will no longer be warned for inactivity either. For some weapon updates, keep in mind this is just for multiplayer. We'll have to see what changes over in Warzone. On the STG, they increased the lower left arm damage multiplier. Damage dealt to lower arms is now consistent regardless of which arm is hit, so there must have been like a slight difference in the multiplier from the left arm to the right arm. Now that is all going to be the same and be consistent throughout though. On the RPK Cataclysm conversion kit, they decreased the ammo gained using a munitions box from 60 only to 15 now, so a muni is not going to get you that much reserve ammo. And on the Core 45, they fixed the conversion kit having a crazy fast fire rate, so you should be able to use the conversion kit as intended now, and it's not going to have some wild TTK like it did before. Then also with equipment on the EMP grenade, the modular assault rig vest can now resupply EMPs. For zombies, we only got a couple of smaller updates here. They fixed an issue to the last player to exfil from a match to be queued into another game before you could even view the after action reports. They also fixed an exploit involving safes that allowed players to carry more weapons than intended. So a couple of gameplay updates there. Now let's jump over to the Warzone patch notes. So here again, our Tuesday, August 6th update, same global issues that we saw on the multiplayer side. Lockman 762 and TAC-V can now use the bioluminescent camo, and the Rhea Ripley operator has the Riptide default execution there. So for weapon updates, some interesting ones. The Supri, the near to mid damage was actually decreased by 3 again, so that's going to be like its second / its third damage range, dropping it off even more. So the TTK on the Supri continues to plummet. It was definitely checked a lot with the last meta update and made it so that really it was just a close range option, and even then it was competitive with a couple of the other options like the static, like the Wasp, like the Striker. This nerf now is even more severe, so its close range is going to suffer, and then its minimum damage was also decreased a lot, so its long range damage is even worse now, basically unusable as like anything other than a close range SMG, and that might even be questionable now given that near to mid damage nerf. Its first damage range should still be the same, but beyond that it's going to be a lot slower, so extending out that range as best you can is probably going to be required now with that Supri. Then on the Stinger, actually this isn't an SMG, but it is what it is. On a Kimbo, the max damage was decreased by 4, so its close range damage is now worse. Its near to mid damage was also decreased, and its minimum damage was decreased, so all major damage ranges on the Stinger are now weaker than they were before just for a Kimbo. So we know that thing had one of the craziest TTKs in the entire game. We've talked about it a bunch, and now it's definitely checked there a lot. We'll have to see the exact stats on this once it's all data mined or like True Game Data puts it up, but that should definitely balance it out a lot versus some other SMGs and basically just make the static even better across the board with those two nerfs there. The RPK also got some adjustments here. So on the Cataclysm conversion kit, the max damage was decreased to 75, down from 140. That's a huge nerf on its first damage range, which was a decent damage range once you put the conversion kit on. The near to mid damage was decreased to 67, down from 130. Minimum damage, so its long range, is down to 57, down from 120. The max damage range was decreased to 33 meters, so that's where it's 75 now. The head modifier was also decreased. Upper torso and lower torso modifiers were increased though. And with this, they say we've adjusted the RPK Cataclysm conversion kit to make it a 3-bullet elimination at the max range, as long as that includes at least 1 headshot. So this thing was pretty crazy within Warzone in the 2 to 3 shot kill potential. It's now limited a lot more, and that honestly probably checks it completely out of being super viable. You might be able to do decent with it if you're crazy accurate to like the chest and higher, but for most players, this went from a really fun semi-auto option to being pretty mid based on those initial damage numbers. They also say with some handguns here, the Core 45, same deal. They fixed the conversion kit, so you're going to be able to fire that at a normal fire rate now with that on there, and it'll still be a pretty viable option, all things considered. And then for bug fixes, they fixed an issue preventing the death marker from appearing after a player is eliminated. So just a quick one there. And that concludes the patch notes. But like I said at the start of the video, we also got a pretty interesting Black Ops 6 reveal today as well. So today we also got the very first Zombies gameplay cinematic trailer for Black Ops 6. There's obviously been a lot of Zombies teasers with The Truth Dies the past couple of days, and now we actually have this trailer that we can go through and actually see some footage from, which is pretty cool. So we are on Terminus Island in the Philippine Sea in 1991. I'm not sure if there's going to be music or anything in there, so I might have to mute it, but we'll see. This is one of the things from The Truth Dies that we saw, where this guy's watching these cells with 4 characters, probably going to be our Zombies team, of course. Got character 1 doing push-ups. You getting fit. She's getting fit. Everyone's staying in shape. That's important. Richtofen on the wall. We're going insane. So they're just like blasting sounds. This guy's just jamming out. He's chilling. And what? He's just watching, kind of tormenting him? Okay, goodbye. Now there's no more audio. And they get out. So obviously this is all setting up everything for the Black Ops 6 storyline within Zombies and wherever it's going to lead. And it starts here on Terminus Island with our hero.
Who the hell are you?
And we've got a masked guy too, all mysterious.
Maya. She's with me.
Maya
was my plan, so you're welcome.
Heck, you sick son of a bitch. You're supposed to be dead.
but he's not.
Carver, all of us here have a common enemy. The guy who locked you up. The guy who stole my life's work.
Ooh, the drama. Richtofen is back. He's pulling all the strings. So obviously, Richtofen's going to be a big part of the story, which is cool, throwing it back all the way, obviously, to the OG Zombies of Black Ops back in the day.
We're not going anywhere till we find my brother.
Look, it'll take me some time to get their helos spun up, and we do kind of owe it.
You can sort of hear, I'm not sure how it'll come across in the video, but there's definitely people screaming in the back, and I assume that means zombies are infiltrating.
And then locate this woman's brother.
All right, so we're moving out. We're breaking out of prison. A lot of prisons in Zombies. And that's it. Okay, so that's just the full setup right then and there. You don't even get to see beyond that. I thought we were going to see them maybe go out and just unleash fury on the undead, but that's just straight up the setup. So leading into Zombies this year, it's the squad getting broken out of prison here, and they are tracking down Richtofen. And I'm glad I just played out the last second, because the gameplay trailer for Zombies is coming on August 8th. So in just a couple of days' time, we're going to have the full-on gameplay reveal for Black Ops 6 Zombies, where we're going to see actual footage. We'll get new info on weapons, how zombies and everything with the mechanics is going to work. So that's pretty cool. If you guys want to see me cover that video, I know we don't do a bunch of zombies here, but from a gameplay standpoint, just to see more Black Ops 6 in action, if you guys want to see a full breakdown of the gameplay once that's out, do me a favor, just drop a like on this video and leave a comment down below so I know if you guys are interested in that. But that's going to wrap things up for today. We got our zombies first look. We also got some surprise meta updates within Warzone and MW3. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.